Oh, it's much better if I turn my mic on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of What I Said Before.
Oh, well, we're here, right here at our favorite hour of the week, which is preceded by our least favorite few minutes of the week, working through the technical difficulties. And we've had a few, but we're here, and we are ready to take your questions. So,
You're not going to tell them who you are, why we're here, how to get a contact hold of you, or any of that stuff.
well, of course I am. Of course I am. Hi, everybody. This is Sally Diane, and I'm here to give you free readings. And if you want a full reading or a more detailed reading, you can have a private reading with me online. Just send an email to info@sallydiane.com, and we can set up a reading. Or you can see me in person right here in beautiful Stratford, Ontario, at the spa near the tracks. Just call 519-271. It's 272, isn't it?
Yes.
2273 for an appointment.
What's 2273? My goodness. Did you lost all the numbers in your head.
I did.
Yeah.
519.
Anyhow, the number for the spa near the tracks is 519-272-1293. Give them a call if you want to have a reading with Sally in person.
And I would love to see you. Okay.
All right, let's see what we've got going on here.
It's so hot.
I know, it's insane.
Oh, and good morning from India.
Sure. Well, hi there, everybody. Okay. Are you ready?
Oh, yes, I am.
And who's our first victim?
Sushama. And she wants to know, she's one of our friends from India, why do my younger sisters Vishaka?
Does it matter?
No. Why do my younger sisters fight with me and don't like me? All right, so usually that's sibling rivalry. And oh boy, can that be rough. Okay, but let's see what the cards have to say. I have 4 sisters, so I can understand where you're coming from. Although all my sisters are angels, especially the Georgia contingency. Hi, guys. All right. So, now my sisters. Let's see what the cards have to say. Maybe they have some advice. Sibling rivalry can be rough. All right, so you have the 5 of Swords reversed in the beginning, and that's not a really nice card. It is about nasty competition, and gossip and backbiting and all that other stuff. And when it's reversed, there's really no good reason for it. I think your sisters might be jealous of you, and I think yeah, they think that you're older than them, so you get everything first, and they're jealous of you, and they think that you have more of the parents' love and affection as well. And then you have this right here, which I love to see, and that's the Three of Wands, and that's an assurance that, you know, once you guys are adults and on your own, you know, and having a life of your own, you're going to find out that you, in the end, get along quite well and work well together. So this is just a glitch of youth. It'll be all right. I promise.
Jasmina wants to know about money.
Okay. I did take a look at the card that flipped over as the producer was asking that question, because it seemed to be important, and it's kind of saying that you worry too much about money. You know, sometimes it's not always about money, although when money is tough, it seems like everything's about it, and I so understand that. So right here, it's still that same message. You know, you have a falling tower, but it's a falling tower reversed. So it's saying that, you know, you might be, you know, it's hard to not take it seriously when finances are concerned, but they're saying you might be taking it a little bit too seriously. And so, you know, it's kind of change your priorities a little bit. If money isn't coming in good, then focus in on friendship. And this last one, I like that one because it's the Knight of Swords, and the thing with the Knight of Swords is he rides fast. He's one of the fastest knights in the deck. Sometimes they're a little harsh, but in this particular instance, the thing that attracts my attention is that his visor's down, so you don't see it coming. And what it says is that, and what this says is basically money problems come and go. And sometimes when you're so absorbed in the problems of the moment, you don't see the solution coming to you. So just relax. It will sort itself out.
Next, we have Kara James, who's looking for messages in regards to buying a condo instead of renting.
Well, you still have to do the condo fees.
And?
No.
But what does she not have to do because she pays those condo fees?
Well, no. She's buying a condo instead of renting. And even if you buy a condo and you own the condo, you still have to pay a sort of rent with the condo fees. So
but that pays for what?
That pays for the upkeep. That pays for the lawn care and certain structural maintenance, I do believe. Anyhow, let's see what the guides have to say. Condo versus rent. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry that I said anything. And the cards themselves say, you know, don't worry about so much about the extra fees. And they're reminding you that whatever condo you're looking at is actually an investment. So the cards seem to be in favor of doing that just because of that. And they're saying that in the long run, it'll balance out, and you'll still be ahead by owning a condo when it comes time to sell. So that's there's your answer.
Lynette wants to know what her friend P's true thoughts are. because
You
she's
always got
too
it.
scared to ask them.
So many people.
This is making me so sad. I know it'll cheer me up.
Yeah, I know.
W-
Yeah.
Watching a rally again and again.
Oh yeah. One that ends up in a little ear injury.
Was that what it was?
Yeah. Oh, see what the card says. All right. We're just gonna leave it at that. And they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. You don't want to know P's true thoughts about you. You know, he does see. You know, P does see that you are. You know that he does he sees you, but he sees past your flaws to that friendship. And it feels like there might be a history here. There might be something a little bit more than just relationship going on here, because there's this idea of, I don't know, helping each other, being there for each other. There's more than just love. So but just talk to him a little bit more. Maybe bat your eyes a bit.
Well, there you go, Lynette. Next, we have Tishelle. Tishelle wants to know about the rest of July. Well, I guess we are in the middle of it. It does go by fast. Then again, every day scheduling wants me for another shift.
What does God have to tell you? So, so, all right. So, a couple of things about the end of July. They're they're warning you against getting caught in a state of indecision. You know, that I got to think about it, maybe look into it a bit, research. It's sort of like that's just all forms of procrastination and indecision. And this set of cards right here is saying that a bad decision is better than indecision. Okay, so don't be wishy-washy this month. Even if you make a bad decision, work it through. Because it feels like standing there and going, oh, I don't know, and hemming and hawing, you're going to miss an opportunity. So say yes to the opportunities that come your way. And work-wise, it does feel like the rest of the month is a real good chance for you to showcase your skills and your talents. And showcase them you should.
There you go, Tishelle. Next, we have Patricia.
Trisha.
Patricia wants to know, when will I have a part-time job working from home doing payroll duties?
Well, I'd say August. You did give me a time question, right?
Yeah. When? Yep. It starts with a time.
Yes, August, and it's saying that you need to promote yourself a little bit more, like give your business cards to some of the small businesses around. There are a lot of small mom and pop businesses that would love to have somebody just to do a little bit of payroll for a little cost. So there you might be able to find a niche there that's been covered. Okay, but August it is.
There you go, Patricia. Next, we have Diane. Is my living situation going to change soon?
You know, and I'm going to pull cards. I am, Dion, but one thing that I got right off the top is that's dependent on you, and it makes me wonder if you're just kind of procrastinating on changes in that. It feels like things are staying the same because you're dragging your feet. But that's just my initial impression. Let's see what cards have. Oh no, that's good. You get just a little bit of it. All right, so you wanted a time. It does say that you've got the 9 of Coins coming up. That there is going to be some changes and perhaps even a move because it looks like a really big change in a living situation where it goes from being tense to being a little bit more calm. The very first thing I get is temperance, and there's this idea of balance and internal balance and just peace and being at peace with yourself. So you are going to find that peace and that whatever it is you need to make the changes that you want to see made. But you asked to win, and it does say September, and changes. It feels like whatever changes you're contemplating right now, it is a good idea for you to initiate them. They feel well thought out, and the positive aspect is the Four of Cups, but it's Four of Cups reversed. And the Four of Cups is kind of a funny card. It's about dissatisfaction. It's about not being liking what's offered to you. But when it's reversed, it's kind of it's kind of putting yourself in a situation where you do like what's right in front of you. And it makes me wonder if you're probably part of your living situation is giving somebody chance after chance after chance. And when I see a change coming up in September, it also kind of comes with a lot more happiness. So it makes me wonder if one of the problems with your current living situation is somebody just simply not living up to their obligations.
All right.
Patty C.
Patty C wants to know, I need to know if my spidey sense about a colleague is accurate and best protection.
All right. Well, you have to ask the spider living in your window. Anyhow, just kidding.
And you're going to need a black chicken.
Oh my God. We're laughing because they were thinking about an entry from a certain book that I have. It's quite funny. It deals with protecting oneself with black chicken. Okay, so anyhow.
You're laughing at that.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing at the fact that they're hard to come by.
Yes, they are. But I hear they're delicious.
Like any other chicken. Especially that chicken of the sea. Right, Charlie?
All right, so let's see what Patty sees. Of course, I've got to say, I know Patty C and her spidey senses. So I've got to believe, yeah, you are definitely right there. Oh. Okay, so you know how they say the best offense is a good defense? And I'm not sure what the situation is here yet, but being right about your spidey sense is, like I said, right on. But one thing that I get is that there's something that you're contemplating with this person. Kind of what the pirates would call hang them on their own cards, mess them up playing their own game. And it might be something that call missions or something like that. You don't need to feel guilty about that. Do it in a second. Just ask, what would your big sister do? The wicked one. Okay.
Next we have Margaret. Margaret wants $3,000 by the time it's time for her to move in August.
Then Margaret needs a plan.
And a light post. I'm just kidding, Margaret.
That's a 1. I'll give him a 1 for that. Huh. All right, when I look at these two cards, Margaret, it seems like there might be there might be a way that you're bleeding money that you don't have to. It feels almost like you're giving your money to somebody for no good reason, sort of thing. But it's time for you to plug that hole. Wherever your money is going, that's not in your best interest. Stop. Really clamp down money-wise. Don't just wish for money, but make it happen. Because with discipline, you still have plenty of time where you can have what you need to do what you want in August. So you can still fulfill those plans. But you need to sharpen that pencil right now and learn the word no.
Especially once the pastor comes calling for a new roof.
No.
New love. Well, it's in general for the rest of the month. Well, hello, new love. Maybe you're new here, but we don't do general readings, but we will tell you what you need to know.
Oh.
The reason we don't do general reading is because they take too long. We are only here for about an hour, and we want to give everybody a chance to get their questions answered. If you would like a general reading, though, feel free to contact Sally at, hang on, let me get rid of the chat here. info@sallydiane.com. I'm definitely going to have to make that bigger.
And I would love to give you a reading online. A lot of you folks should, sit down with me for half an hour, online, and find out more about what the cards have to say.
Anyhow, back to new love. What does new love need to know for July? Or the rest of July?
Okay, so it's all about love and relationship. So for the rest of July, focus more on love. It looks like something is coming to fruition in August that has to do with all that. So I don't know whether you're just making an existing relationship sweeter or whether you've got a new one that's budding. But there's something good happening.
And next, you know what we're doing next? No, I was going to say the Shirley Shuffle. Yeah. Starts with pick a card. Well, once again, it's time for another edition of Pick a Card. This time for the week of July 15th, 2024. Sally, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
I want you all to be thinking about what card are you going to pick for this week. Are you going to pick card number 1? Are you going to pick card number 2? Or are you going to pick card number 3? So which one is it? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Pick your card? Did you pick tarot card number 1? Well, if you picked that card, then your tarot card for the week is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is about peaceful departures. It's about making truces. It's about, it's not necessarily about making friends, but it's about making peace with your enemies. So this is a good week to make peace. All right. Usually I would say more, but that pretty much well says it all. Now, we all have people that we kind of have to say I'm sorry to or make our peace with, and this is a week for you to do a card number 1. But how about card number 2? Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, then your tarot card for this week is the 9 of Wands. Now, right now, the 9 of Wands is about sort of taking a defensive posture and maybe against nothing. You know, it's about taking a defensive posture even though there's nothing to be defensive about. But when it's reversed like that, there's sort of a freeing effect. There's an effect of barriers being dropped and being more relaxed. So find yourself more open to friendship this week. And so be social. You know, make a lot of eye contact, smile, and talk to a lot of people, because this is a week that things are going to open up for you a lot more than they have been. All right, so bye to good stagnation with card number 2. How about card number 3? Who out there picked card number 3? Your tarot card for this week is King of Swords. And the King of Swords, he's and I don't think that this week might not be one with a lot of laughter in that, but there's this idea that things are balanced and fair. So this is a week to be true to yourself. Absolutely do your best job, put your best foot forward, because there are going to be people of importance paying attention. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you again next week. Have a good week.
All right. Okay, and I solved your thumbnail problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not using thumbnails. Because I was tired of waiting on them. 5 years now. 5 years I've been begging for thumbnails.
I give them to you and you beg for more.
Well, we do a show a week. Speaking of a show, let's get back to it.
Okay. And
Benafsha wants to know what the energy is for the rest of July for her. Well, let's see. 3 marbles in a canoe.
energy for the rest of July for the lovely Benafsha. Okay. We've been seeing this guy a few times. Okay, Benafsha. And I smile and say interesting, because when I look at this 2 of Swords, it's kind of like this putting up your own walls, putting up your barriers, putting up your boundaries. And it feels like this is a time when you really need to do it. And this is especially around your money and where you're productive. So I assume this is looking at work. But this is the time to stand your ground and don't let yourself be used by anybody. This is the time for you to shine, because it looks like when you get into the fall, there are going to be opportunities opening up work-wise. So do your best job for yourself.
Okay, and next we have Brother Chris. As it's my 50th on Thursday, will it be a good one or a bad one? Well, Chris, it seems to me that's entirely up to you.
Okay, 50 years old.
To ensure it'll be a great one, don't leave the house. There you go. You won't have to interact with anybody. Perfect.
Oh, dear. Okay, so, whoops. Chris's 50th birthday. Wow. It just seems like yesterday you were 49.
Hee hee hee.
I know, I'm so funny. Okay, so. And today you're 49. So let's see. 50th birthday for Chris. Well, that's interesting. It does feel like you're I know that you're working not on just one trip, but there's a couple of excursions that you're working on, excursions, adventures, however you want to look at it. But it feels like on your 50th birthday you do get messages. So it feels like some things drop into place as far as your upcoming trips. 10 of Swords reversed. It feels like this is sort of good news because it's reversed, but it feels like there's somebody that you've been having sort of tense interactions with, and it feels like on your birthday that tension is kind of put on hold. So whoever you've been having you've been having difficulties with, your birthday is a really good day to touch base with that person because it will go well. And then you have the Six of Cups reversed. And the Six of Cups reversed, right side up, it's about nostalgia and childhood. But when it's reversed like that, it talks about looking forward. So it feels to me like, it's just a number on a calendar, right? But it feels like right at that point in your life and hitting that half-century mark, something about it that just seems to turn a corner for you. Okay, so it's not going to be a bad birthday at all. You're going to get some resolution on a couple of things.
Well, there you go.
I'd rather had a drunken brawl, but okay.
Well, he doesn't drink. Well, okay.
No, he quit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been a good boy.
Oh, wow. Anyhow, next we have Michelle.
Yes.
Is there anything I should know concerning my oldest son?
Your oldest son is an adult, so,
Hit the road, Jack.
well, when your kids grow up and are responsible for themselves, your right to know stuff about them kind of diminishes. But let's see what the cards have to say, because I'm certain there's things that you need to know about stuff. Okay, so Shell, Weber, and her oldest son. Oh, isn't that okay? So it feels like this is somebody who's been a little closed off around you, who's going to
What card is
start.
that?
Pardon?
What card is that?
Oh, it's the Eight of Swords. And right side up, it's kind of like self-imposed prison. But when you turn it upside down, those swords fall away. And to me, it feels like there's communication here. And there's a better communication. So communication first is a skill. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that maybe he's grown up or he's found a new job, because it feels like something new is happening with him. Yeah. Have faith. He's your son. You raised him to be good. It feels like he's going to open up a bit more, communicatively and let you know what's going on with him. But he does either have a new job or a new educational opportunity. It feels like he's got a new opportunity that he's taking advantage of and moving forward with his life. So that tells me, especially the energies that this card puts off, is that maybe he's let his things stagnate and he's stood too long. But I do see him kind of shaking his head and waking up and moving forward. So all you have to do with your son is talk to him.
And next we have Haunting Live, who wants to know whether they're going to be able to do their show while they're on holidays. Oh, they have a special guest for that. Well, let's see.
Nice. Okay. Haunting Live. And they are one of our co-YouTubers. I've been on that show a few times. Talk about a lot of different interesting subjects. Okay. Okay. These all look favorable. You know, you asked about being able to get the show done. The guest, yeah, I think the guest might be remotely or something. And I say that because of when I see the 2 points, it just feels like, you know, two areas being brought together as one. So the answer to that is yes, it's going to go just fine. With the Page of Swords, there is that idea that make sure that that you have everything you need for the connection, and that feels like literally for the internet connection with the swords. You know, it's kind of saying getting your air straight.
Yeah. Yep. Next, we have Firefly Magic.
Hello.
What can I expect coming next with Scorpio? Well, let's find out.
And this one came flying out, and that's Nine of Swords, but it's the Nine of Swords reversed. So that's kind of like an opening up. So it makes me wonder about Scorpios aren't the most trusting people on earth. And it feels like maybe there's been, he hasn't been as open as he could be. Because it feels like whatever's making you nervous about Scorpio kind of goes away. So if you're looking for him to open up a little bit or finally give you the key to his house or the key to his heart or whatever, it is coming. So look for more trust. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I think Scorpio, I think your Scorpio likes you more than you think. And I think this Scorpio is more interested than you think. And it might be a good time for you.
Then why are you frowning like that?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, it's just it's all positive here. You know, I don't know why you're worried about Scorpio, because the Scorpio likes you just fine. And it sees, you know, a good new beginning here.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Toodaloo.
Yeah.
Next we have April.
Scorpios can be seductive creatures, you know. Just saying.
Yeah, but don't forget they sting. They don't bite or scratch, they sting.
Mm-hmm.
April, is it a good idea for me to work at the hospital as a therapist? I don't know, April. Can you put up with all that bureaucratic bullshit?
See what the cards have to say.
Card number 1 is?
Well, you have the Lovers, and it's reversed, but it's followed by the Two of Cups. And it's often said that Two of Cups is a mirror of the Lovers. So it's kind of like there's good and bad here, but more good than bad. It feels like something's balanced out. You do have your doubts. You have your doubts about whether you'll fit in. So it's not the same. I think it's just the setting is different. But it feels like something, yeah, you'll work just fine there. You really will. I know it's different, it's weird, it's hard. It probably has more regulations and more do this way and that way. But it feels like, you know, you're working with a team that you fit in with. So I'd say go for it. You'll love your coworkers.
All right. Next we have Sean G, and then we have Dextros, who needs to write a question. Dextros, we don't do general readings here because of time constraint. Please ask a question. By the way, love your moniker. Jeremy Lai, same thing for you. Because of time constraints, we don't do general questions. General readings. Just ask a question. And Yahweh's Child, just enjoy the dreams as the movies that they are. If you want dream interpretation, you might need to find a different channel.
Although anybody who is out there, because I know a lot of people out here love to do dream interpretations. We all love to do dream interpretations. So, if you'd like to give some input, go ahead. Put it down in the comments. I'm fine with that.
Okay, so we got to the hospital. Next we got John.
Sean, can I get a message from my future self? Wow. Okay, so
Bet on red.
the one big message, and this makes a lot of sense, is enjoy the little things that are right in front of you. Enjoy the summer. And enjoy something that makes you smile and something that makes you laugh. So I think your future self is telling you get too serious sometimes and you forget to stop and smell the roses. So let's see what else your future self has to tell you.
Bet on red.
Yeah, definitely red. Black's no good for you. Okay, so your future self says, first off, be willing to learn, period. So it's kind of this thing that it's telling you to be smart and not emotional. So right now you're in a situation where you should be learning the regulations, learning the way things go, and instead you might be getting involved in the local politics. So, leave the politics alone. You don't need to get into childish arguments. You've got a lot to learn, and between now and the end of the year, you have a path to set for yourself. So the door of opportunity is opening up. It's up to you to put one foot in front of the other and keep moving forward.
There you go, John.
Yeah. They say 2 rules. Rule number 1, don't sweat small stuff. And rule number 2, it's all small stuff.
And next we have Windy City. How does Emma feel about me? Last conversation we had, Emma has feelings for me. Well, Windy City, we always recommend in situations like that, it's best to ask the other person. But let's see what the cards have to say. Obviously, since you're here asking the cards, you haven't got the courage to ask the other person.
Yeah, let's see.
But
if the
prove
cards
me
can give
wrong.
you some guidance. It's usually that so many times you get people that just agonize. Does this person I like me back, and don't bother to do the very basics of making eye contact and smile, say hello, good morning, how's the weather? The small talk.
Yeah, and don't base it all on one conversation.
Okay, so
Because if that's the case, I'd have no friends.
you have friends?
I was just going to say, I don't have any friends. I better work on my conversation skills.
Oh, gee. They're saying the same thing that I just got done saying. Attraction's 2 ways. If you feel attracted to somebody, chances are that person feels just as attracted to you. And in this case, it's very true. And the most important thing is break down that barrier. You're worried about everything that everybody that's hurt you in the past, and worrying about everything that can go wrong without even giving this guy a chance to say hello back to you. Open up and talk to him. You might find out that there's something very good here.
And Windy City, ignore the gender changes that happen here when we speak. It's just something that happens.
Yes. I
No.
try and remember to use they and them, but it's
Yeah.
I'm a boomer.
And and in this case, Emma might feel more masculine than Sally than she does feminine. That's just the way it is. All right, Yahweh's Child has a new question. Updates on my love life. Okay, Yahweh's Child, it's in the mail. You need to go see your local postmaster.
All right.
Well, it comes in a box.
This is true.
Right, Andy Samberg?
Okay. Yeah, you do worry an awful lot. It's on your love life. There's that idea of that everything, you've got the four of wands here, and that's the feeling of community coming together. Not just people, but the family and friends, and just your day-to-day routines, coming together. And I do feel like you do have a rough patch. I'm sorry about that, but it feels like both of you. It just feels like this idea that there's excessive worry being put on something. A lot of what if being played. And I would suggest that if you want your love life to go well, instead of worrying about what can go wrong, start embracing what can go right. Be an optimist. It doesn't matter. People think pessimistically because they think that they're protecting themselves from hurt, when actually you're just hurting yourself in advance. Dare to dream, dare to hope, and if you worry so much about getting hurt, then it'll be hard to be loved. Just let it go. Quit worrying about being hurt. Open yourself up to love, and love will come your way.
Yeah, all right, Yahweh's Child. Okay, here's a little, the more you know for all the women out there. And this is really, really, really simple. If you're interested in a guy, just walk up to him and go, hey, I like you. Do you want to go do this or that or the other? Have a drink, have a coffee, go rock climbing. If he's interested, he'll say yes. If you really want to do something right then and there, you'll go, can we go do that now? If he's really interested, he'll say yes. If you're waiting around for the guys to come and ask you out, half of you are waiting for a long time. The other half will have asked the guy already.
Okay. Excellent advice from the producer.
Suzanne, how will this week be for me socially? She's got a lot. Are you asking us if you've got lots planned, or are you letting us know you got lots planned, or?
I think she's letting us know she's got lots planned, and she wants to know how that's going to go for her. Okay, well, let's see. Social smorgasbord for Suzanne. Does it lead to satisfaction or indigestion? Let's see. Actually, socially, it looks pretty good. Balance some things out. Maybe tip scales a little bit in your favor. Oh yeah. You're up for a good week socially. Let's see. Okay, so this is about change and political change. So you want to know how this week will be for you socially? It'll be great. You will have a lot of fun. If you're looking for something that makes major changes to your life, I don't see that happening. So just relax and have fun this week, because there's a lot of fun to be had.
I know, Suzanne, you ask these questions like this, can Meanwhile, I get the feeling you're the kind of person that can put together a charcuterie board any day except for Monday because you got to go shopping on that day.
He's right.
Anyhow,
We all wish you a great week.
yeah, right. You always tell if you don't like his voice, just tell him to stop speaking. Just don't expect a great conversation once you do that. He never says anything. You'll rewind going, yeah, well, at the beginning you told me to shut up, so I did.
Oh, okay.
We don't have any questions, so you're going to have to stretch.
Well, yes, and I'm good at stretching. Again, I want to encourage everybody, have a full general reading with me. I see so many of you every week, and I would love to spend a half an hour or an hour in a private reading. And I do readings online. Just send an email at info@sally.com, and no, it's info@sallydiane.com. Sorry, sallydiane.com is my website. So info@sallydiane.com. Send me a message. Let's set up a reading. I'll send you a list of times and prices, and yeah, let's get together. I do a lot of readings, and it's nice to meet the people at the other end of the conversation. Anyone who's coming to Stratford can see me in person at the spa near the tracks, and just call 519-272-1293 to set up an appointment. Also, just a little side note, I am setting up a monthly meditation circle at the spa near the tracks, and it will be starting in September. I'll put up more information about that. We're trying to keep the cost minimal. We just want a group to come together, and share guided meditation. Anyhow, we do have some more questions. I could see the chat.
No, it's just comments.
Oh, okay.
No questions.
Oh, Suzanne makes a good point. Any of you that are out there, if you haven't liked this video already, go ahead and give it a like. It means a lot to us, and it helps us out, with our with our analytics. Okay. So anyhow,
That's it. That's all. Have a good night, folks. Enjoy your week ahead. Stay cool if you're someplace that's too hot. And, if you're on the other side of the equator, enjoy shoveling snow soon.
Yes. Thank you for joining us this Sunday. And come back again next Sunday.
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Heather. Oh, hi, Heather. Sorry, I didn't see your question because I must have missed it. Probably not a question mark on there. Sorry, Heather. The software I use to put the questions up on screen, I have to filter with a question mark. Otherwise, I get the entire chat, and it scrolls by so fast I miss the questions. And I have missed your questions. So here we go. Heather, can you see what my cards say concerning things in my life? Well, let's find out, Heather.
Okay, what does Heather need to know right now? What do you need to know the most? Okay. Feels like the cards do really want to talk to you too, Heather. Whatever you've got going on in your life, it's I think you need to, sometimes we don't pay attention to what's going on in our lives, or we don't. It's kind of like it's easier to put on blinders and to fix certain problems in front of us. And I think you have blinders on for some things. Well. Okay, and this is an excellent time for you to kind of open up and let down the walls, because it feels like you felt defensive for the past little while. I see that in the Nine of Wands. But when I see justice coming into balance, it sort of says karma's going to be looking at you a little bit more favorably. Your scales are falling into balance. And when I look at the road ahead, there is an opportunity and some productivity coming your way. So I do see the path ahead as being a good one, and right now is actually a very, very, very excellent time for you to open up and connect with people. Okay. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to tell your family and friends about me and come back again next week for another episode of Psychic Sundays Live. Have a great week.